Hello! Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to No Man's Land. This is episode 1, 2... technically episode 2. The first one was behind the scenes of me getting set up. Since the setup, I am set up, but I've changed a couple of things. If you haven't seen my setup video, please go and check that out. So I'll give you a quick guided tour. This is No Man's Land. Sell point, wood sales, buy point, which is overpriced, unless you're buying water, and then it's cheapest chips. Or road soul, that's free. Animal dealer, store. As my Attingham Park series has come to an end, Sharon has moved herself down to No Man's Land. She just couldn't stay away. Repair point. This is No Man's Land. The things that have changed on this map, if you read the description, I have modified the map ever so slightly. And that slightly being, other than Main Street, if that's what I call it, the main road, this kitten, that runs all the way down to what would be the start farm if you were on New Farmer. Now this is the only road that remains on the map. So I jump into the map quickly. So all these little roads that are, how do I describe it? They're dry grass texture or dirt texture, and then there's grass painted over the top so you can still see them when you fly up. So you can then re-add the roads in at a later stage. Now what I've done is I've spent, where are we? Almost 9 hours on this map already. This is episode 1, 2. It's taken me a while. This Let's Play is inspired by Mr. Crustu. If you haven't already, guys, go check him out. He is doing a fantastic own the map style challenge on No Man's Land, and I wanted to get in on the action, but I wanted to do it different. I mean, hundreds and hundreds of people have played No Man's Land, and they all do similar things. Let's start with a chainsaw, let's chop this down, let's do that, let's, you know, I think the most obscure one I saw was Eliakim, and he started right down there, like in that, the plot, not this plot that the store's on, it's the one next to that, and he started there with a 3 meter with a little tractor. The tractor was a little Fent, I think it might have been, and was it the Fent? With a little, what was the little Deutz? It was something tiny, like 50 horses, and a mower, and he cleared the entire thing and made hay or whatever it was, and then he sold it, and that was his start. Which is, yeah, is what it is. So anyway, I digress. So the roads on this map are no longer roads. They are rivers and streams. This is a ford area here. You can see by the tyre tracks. And then this side is slightly wider. If you haven't already seen my map tour, that's what you want to call it, go check out my setup video and you see what it was I've done. And then this runs up here to another, let's jump back in here a second. This runs up here to field 26. There's another ford here. This little bit of road here I've painted in so that you can't see it anymore. And then this piece of road up here is also painted in. It's so steep through here, there was no way I was making a river up there. So you notice there's stuff on plot 26, and there's not normally. So we own 26 and 28. 26 is our productions type plot. 28 is where we're going to start. There's 2 issues with that. The first issue being there's a river that runs all the way around our field, and we can't get down to the store. The second issue was on the setup video. I said, I'll put a bridge in here and we can cut through here, then down the thing. I've actually added a stream that runs from the river to the pond, the lake area. So we'll have to place 2 bridges, which means we'd have to own this plot and this plot. I literally think it's on the divide. Yeah, so I'm not entirely sure how we're going to get in and out of our farm. at the moment. So we could put a bridge here and then drive all the way around, and then this little dirt track is still there, and then come back down here. It's a long way around, isn't it? But we have no man's land wholesale, we have an industrial BGA, a biomass heating plant, and we have the old general mill. So if I click on this one and jump, here we are. Now we have power lines. This one goes to this building, that one stops. Biogas plant stuff, I'll go up there in a second. At the end of the setup video, this was a farmer's market, which I thought would be alright, but I didn't like it. It wasn't in keeping with my thing. I've also added some cars and stuff to this side. So this side of the road is old school. It's old brick building. It's a bit weathered. Doors are battered. Old school. Broken fence, that sort of stuff. I'll just quickly scoot up here and show you the grain mill. So the grain mill's just here. Also an old battered building. Old dump truck. So yeah, so this is old and battered. So this is the old side of town. Another electric cable which powers the excuse me. Oh, I apologise. Yeah, another thingy, more power lines, and it goes down to the newer side of town. This is the biomass heating, another truck. Not much has changed on this side. So it's literally the power lines have been added in, and then I swapped out the farmer's market and the I had a no man's land grains sell point next to it. I've removed both of those and I've added in the wholesale thingy. This side, since the setup video, we've added some cars in just to make it look a bit pretty. Typical driver. There was one that wants both spaces. And yeah, so then this is obviously the hub. This is where the power's being produced. It goes through these these power lines to where we need the power. So currently, technically, our farm doesn't have any power because the power lines stop here. Everything that is receiving power will have a pole with a little distribution fuse inverter box thingy. Power then go into the ground, and then it will travel underground into wherever it needs to be. So I jump back into the menu quickly and just show you that one. So we have farm shop, old general mill, which is a production, and then no man's land wholesale, and that will literally take most of, if not everything. So that's the first change to the map. So this area here is a freebie. If you go watch the setup video. just go watch that. There is another Ford just here, but the area of land that we own is over there, which is fine. I wouldn't say it was as far away from the store as I could get it, but it's quite far from the store. So we have a little rivery area here which runs into this, which will be the main reservoir for water on the map. Let's go for. And then we have more rivers that run down this way. There is a crossway here somewhere. The river should be just here. Yeah, there's a river. And then you'll notice there's some wider bits and some narrower bits. The wider bits I'm going for there, full size, in your face rivers, and the narrower bits are more canal type, streamy type bits. So this is more of a canal type bit. So this is our land. We own this area here. Not a lot of trees, plenty of grass. I know I'm running. We don't own anything other than the productions. The reason we start with this one is because Muggins here got carried away with the landscaping, and he added some trees and some rocks and some placeable water. Now I know there's water on the map, which is why I dug down. So this is to simulate which is where the water starts. This is the highest point of anywhere on the map in regards to the water. So we have a placeable water plane, rocks, and then waterfall. Just run with me. another placeable water plane, more rocks, and it drops right down, and then it flows off and around the map, and then it all ends up in the main reservoir over there. All the rivers lead to that, so yeah, you'll see more as we try to drive around. So this is why we ended up with this plot, because if I didn't, I would have to take all this out, and it didn't fit the narrative that I was going for. So this is the plot we own. Right, so if you ignore the millions that I've spent setting up, and then the £9 that I borrowed, I leased the Trex to remove some trees that were a bit close to the edge of the rivers. So that's where we're at. So ignore all the top bit. We have 500 grand with a 200 grand loan, which is your standard start from scratch. I apologise for my coughing. I don't think it's going to get any better. So that's where we're starting. As I say, we have the industrial BGA. I thought if you're going to go for a BGA for a start, let's go for a BGA, right? I could have gone for a sawmill, but I went for the BGA. And then we have the old general mill, which we can make flour and sugar and sunflower. It makes a bit of this and a bit of that and a bit of the other. So 9 hours on here now. And then, so I'm going to put that back on 15. Timescale, I'm going to run on 6. Difficulty is currently set to hard. Not sure why that's on hard. Let's have some fun. I normally run normal hard. Let's run easy. Let's live a little way. Seasonal growth is on. All of this goodness is on. I'm not running. I am not running precision farming. That's off. That's on. Fuel usage is high, which is going to cripple me because we got a mile and a half to drive. Everything else is off. I'm on pounds because, you know, I just run the UK. So as I say, so this is our production area. We still have all this land up here that we can add productions and sell points and things in. And then I'm not sure where we're going to add the villagey thing. We'll add a village somewhere, and then this is the plot we start with. Now, the rules. Rule number 1, there are no rules. If I want to do it, we're going to do it. If I think it's a bad idea, we'll take it out. As for money, if I decide it's a bad idea, and I'm not allowed to cheat the money back in. That's just, you know, a stipulation. Do what I want, but you can't mess with the money. And yeah, that's basically it. That's the one rule. And then my goal is I want to see how many heads of cattle I can manage on this map. Now, what I've downloaded is, where's it gone? It's this one. The freestall monoslope holds 1,000 of your finest beef cows. Look at the size of this. Holds 1,000 of the lovely things. It's not too expensive. And then I've also got this one which holds 500 milkers. I'm not entirely sure whether I can actually put milkers in here. I don't think there's anywhere where I could collect milk from. Just scooch round like this and we'll better see a trigger pop up or something. I don't think I can. I've not used it before, but I would like that at some point. Not necessarily on this plot of land because, you know, it is what it is. Now, I did look into sales and there's some stuff that jumps out at me, but I'm thinking we don't have the funds. It's not an option. So we have a fast track. We have a doohickey grain cart, and then we also have the class Cargos pickup. Now I did think if I buy that and the JCB, we could then start making silage. Get a front mower for the JCB, put the class on the back, drive and mow our entire plot, and then yeah, drive, mow, and then, but then I've got to put that into some sort of bunker. And we don't have a bunker. We have a compactor though. I don't know. First thing we're going to do is we're going to place ourselves a house. So should, by any far-reaching stretch of the imagination, I need to teleport to to our plot, we're going to need somewhere to teleport to. So this is our land. We can put this wherever we want to. I don't want it to be uniform. So let's just dump that. Should we have this house? This house? That's 50 grand, that's 35. Oh, what am I doing? That wasn't supposed to happen. What other houses have I got? I mean, this one's cheap, 10 grand. Little log cabin. We'll always upgrade later to a bigger house. 10 grand. Stick it in the trees. There we go. Now where was it? Oh, it's over here. Lost it already. So we now have 490, but we have a sleep trigger. We have somewhere that Muggins here can teleport to should he need to do so. Let's have a look. Yep. There you go. Very simple, very basic. Little house. 10 grand. Keep it simple, methinks. Actually, I don't... Because this isn't going to stay, I might just leave it like that for now. Just for now. I may decide to landscape that in at some point. But for now, that's what we've got. And this area of land. Now, as tempting as that is, I don't think we're going to go for that. So tempted, so tempted. I think we need to collect the grass, and we need to. I'm going to bale the grass because I prefer bales to pits. So the baler I want to use is one of the quick bales, and that's by. I can't think of who it's by. It's by somebody. I'm not going to go for the super quick one, just a basic one. So, some tyres, Vicon, Bonja, New Holland, Massive Ferguson, Lizard, Lely, Cavernaland, KUHN, Kubota brand, Krone, Dia, Fent, Class, Case, Echo, back to nothing. So should we go for the... Let's go for Pottinger. I don't need a rehitch. We'll add a silage tank. Where did that add that? Alright, the silage tank on there. Foil colour, we can have anything on this list. Let's go for something really obscure. Let's go for peach or blue. Toothpaste. We'll have a load of toothpaste yeah, we'll have a load of toothpaste coloured things. And then we want the one... What colour? What was this? Oh, for the love of the... I'm having one of those days. What did I have? Oh wait, we've now gone with that. Let's just go with black. Main colour. Classic font. Rim colour. Classic font. License plate, MilkThatHen. That's 61 grand. 100 horses required. Right. Tractor. Small tractors. Where's the... that one would tug it, but that's not what I want. I haven't pre-planned this, can you tell? That's 107 for 142. We could start with that. We got the classic No Man's Land Fent. Have I got any more? I don't think I've got any more installed. No, I don't. The Zetor's not quite man enough. If you can't tell, I'm treating this as kind of a live stream. I'm just going to play for an hour or so, and where we end up is where we stop, sort of thing. Now, do we go? I'm going to go old school. 93. We've got continentals on the doohickey, so let's go for continentals on here. Go for the quickie fun loader. We're bound to need it. 96. And then we are going to require a mower. Now we could grab a front mower and then just mow and bale. That might be easier than like buying this and then we've got windrow afterwards. I mean, it's not the end of the world, bit of windrowing, is it? Well, that's 3.2. We could just get the Krone front mower. That's another mower. Does that one swath? I can't remember that one swaths or not. I would like a mower that would swath should I need it to do so. I mean, I know this one does. So we could buy the front one of these. We could change that to Fendt. Go for a green mower setup. That's 21, 3.2, requires 82, so it's 180 horsepower requirement, and we've got 150. That is not going to work, good sirs. It'd have to be something like that one. 3 meters with lights. Wouldn't it? Right. No. I think we're going to go for the John Deere. Go for the John Deere. 16 grand for that. Then we're going to need a windrower. Don't have a lot of anything. Let's just go with, you know, the trusty 297 500 is what we end up with. I don't even have a chainsaw. That's annoying. Yeah, so I want to max out on dairy cows on here. So we could... Should we get some... I mean, I want to use the big ones. I mean, these are at the end. I don't want a robot, but look at how expensive they are. These are lovely. No, I don't have enough money. I'm going to change the colour on that, can I? I mean, these are great. Will only hold 300 cows. I don't have enough money for that. So we could just get a little one, just for now, just to get us going. Goodness, we could just get a little one, get us whirring away. Only 27 grand, holds 40. That holds 100. And we'll have free range cows. Right, back into here. Others, we're going to need some sort of bridge to be able to cross that water. Oh. Which will probably be this one. Let's spin that round. There we go. There-ish, do you think? Pump. What's that look like? It's probably going to look horrendous. I'm not sure if I own this square of land this side. Landscape painting. Just want to add a little bit of dirt. No, I don't. I can't remove the grass from under there, unfortunately. Can I get under here to remove the grass? I go there. There we go, that's the grass removed from this side. We can't move it that side, unfortunately. In fairness, I'm not entirely sure how we're even going to get back to get to this point. I could start. Oh, so I could buy another plot of land, but that's not going to help me, is it? Let's jump down here. I don't want the quick bow, I want the tractor. My setup's all green. Oh well. We have a green setup. Is what it is. Let's get this guy back up to the farm. I'm hoping this is going to work. I don't have a chainsaw at the moment, so we're going to have to just kind of... we're getting there to quieter? Not really. We're just going to have to wing it at the moment and go, and go from there. All we've done so far in this episode is have a mosey around and buy things. So I think we have to go right up to the sales area, out the back door, drive all the way round, because I don't have any other way of getting to our plot of land at the moment. The only good thing is we have 296, 226. If we can mow an area, windrow it and collect it, I wouldn't mind popping down some of Jim's greenhouses, some of the flowers or the mushrooms or something. We'll have ourselves a water tanker and then get all that topped up. So, slow down through here. I mean, I would like to own this area at some point so that we can continue on with the road. Yeah, I don't think I did too bad. I mean, I added a few bits in after I left the setup video. I was like, oh, just add in some of those, or just add in some of this. And I had to stop and say, no, you need to just reduce your money down, delete the other farm that you were using to set up in the first place, and then play, because I would be here forever. I would be constantly adding and editing and moving and tweaking and whatnot, and there'd be no way that we'd ever get anywhere. I would just decorate the whole map. There we go, across the bridge. So if the house is here, I'll tell you what, let's do a headland so we can actually see where our land is, because at some point it will stop mowing, right? Don't want to mow too close to the wet stuff. Turn it on, drop it down. So let's do a headland so we can see where our land actually resides. And then once we've got our headland, we'll get too close to this. We put that on. So we do own the small area over there, which we could dash the other greenhouses on that side, couldn't we? Do you think? We could dash something somewhere. So yeah, so in my head that's where the water source for the map starts, is in there. This is a bit bumpy through here, and there's a reason for that. It got a bit out of control when I was doing actually I'm going to go inside this tree, I think. While I was doing the landscaping and stuff, it got a little bit out of control, and I was like, whoa. The ground just got so deep at that point that there was no way that I would be able to continue on that path down here. I think about there. We're still mowing both sides, so that looks good. I'm going to have to go inside these trees, aren't I? As long as we get a boundary line so I can see where I'm going. So we go inside these trees. Can't go outside, that's somebody else's land. no, can't quite go outside that larger tree. Oh, that is so lucky. Look how close we were to not being able to place that bridge. Wow. That was more luck than judgment. I'll tell you that, tell you. Right. We have... well, we almost have a headland. It's not a field, therefore I can't even set a worker off. We've only got the one tractor, so that's not even going to help, is it? These are going to be quite long episodes, I'd imagine, hourish. As I say, so Attingham Park has come to an end. That was anticlimactic. It was sad and it was a relief. That's one challenge. Another challenge under my belt that's complete. So that's that done. I think my Deerlands, I've done a bit more off screen since the last episode. So I think that's pretty much done. It was only supposed to be a bit of fun, and I just wanted to use the new productions. I think that's pretty much run its course. The plan was to what the dealio was going on there? I'm gonna have to what a big hole. I've just lost all that grass. It was free grass. It's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the world. Just keep telling yourself that. It's not the end of the world. Right. Scooch around here. This time we're running times 6 at the moment. Only 1 day seasons. I was tempted to let myself have a generator thing, and that's when I thought about actually if we just use Jim's greenhouses and stick those on selling. That's literally my generator, isn't it? Jim's greenhouse. Because I know they make you a few quid, and the dirt cheap as well, so you know, small things. Right, I am going to finish mowing this, and I shall see you down at the store when we collect the windrower, methinks. See you in a bit. Hello, welcome back. As you can see, we're not at the store. We're still mowing. It's taken a while, this mowing, this little mower. They're quite large. When you start, doing things on them, they're actually quite large plots. Yeah. So anyways, so I'm still mowing away. We haven't got to the store. We haven't got the windrower. We're just where we were. Well, slightly further over, but we are where we were. I'm thinking we need to get those greenhouses in sooner rather than later to get those to start making me some money. Because we're going to need more fields, a lot more grass, a lot more everything if we're going to get, I think we can have 10 animal pens on console. So 10 beef cattle pens at 1,000 cows per pen, holding 1.5 million litres of TMR. That's a few cows, isn't it, eh? That's 1 million cows and 1.5 billion litres of TMR plus the straw for the bedding. So I think most of the map is going to end up, there's the mowing done, as a grass field. It could be one big grass field. We may not do 10 1,000 capacity beef cow plots. I mean, I would like to get at least one of those beef thingies down. I mean, I don't mind doing beef cows, to be honest. It's one less thing I need to collect. Right. So that's the grass cut. So I'm not sure whether to put some in here, but the water's literally just there. We could put some on the other side of the river. Let's jump up. Zip. There we go. We could put some here. How big are they? How big are they? Flowers. Oh, they're tiny. Don't want to ruin it in my riverbank, then do I? Overlaps lands not owned by me. Overlaps again. Oh, the tree. Not sure what to do with this plot of land at the moment. This might make more sense to be placed in like a square down here. So we'll have like, well, I say square, maybe a rectangle. If we go this way and have 3 there along the back. We would always go this way, have 3 there and 3 there. Right, we do need the windrower to get that out of the way. And we're going to also need the mower. But until this is a field, which currently it's just land with grass on it, and trees are in my darn way. Until that is an actual field, I can't even get a worker going. I was thinking that maybe there's workers at these factories up here, right? Now I'm thinking they've got jobs. That's what they do. They work in these productions and stuff. So what I was thinking was maybe, just maybe, until we have some houses and a little village set up, maybe I shouldn't use workers. Because obviously there's nowhere for them to live while they're commuting all the way out here like Sharon. It's just me and Sharon and whoever works in that factory at the moment, isn't it? Who decided to go for that plot way back there? Muggins here, that's who. Oh, I didn't know when to stop with the darn landscaping and now I've ruined it. Ruined, I tell you. Ruined. That's Stewie Griffin from Family Guy, isn't it? Ruined. Oh, come on, let's get down to the store. It's taking forever. So we're going to have to windrow and start baling before we can even think about placing the greenhouses, because other than the other side of the river, I don't actually have anywhere. I don't have anywhere to place the greenhouses. Darn and dag nabbit. Oh well. Oh, yeah, you had a bit of a jump cut on that one. Because why not? You didn't want to see me drive back and forth. Collecting the grass. Oh, cutting the grass. It's the same old same, just round and round and round. It's a bit annoying that I can't change the colour of this. Maybe I should go for like a New Holland baler or so. Make it yellow. Oh. Right. You've seen me do this journey already. I'll see you back at the farm. Alright, there we go. Back at the farm. I'm just thinking, let's get this unfolded. I'm just thinking, I might actually buy this plot. And then I'll own 26, 27 and 28. I can then landscape this bit here. And I can put a dirt road in that goes right round to the, to the factories. So we actually have a road of some descript. That still leaves us with 200 grand. We get some of those greenhouses in. We got a darn sight more grass. Straight off the bat. So let's do that, shall we? So if we buy this plot as well, we can then build our road round and up to here. Which is going to cost me a few quid, isn't it? Let's have a look. Painting. We'll just go for dirt for the time being. Although I did say to myself that any roads that weren't the main road should be gravel. It's all the same price, isn't it? Gravel dust. So I drive round here. And then down this way. To here. We hug these trees. And then come round. Oh, I don't own that bit. Okay. The roads, the plots go this way. So I don't own as much of that land as I thought I was going to own this half up here. There's still a lot of grass, right? Which also means I own this bit here now. Yes, I do. Oh, up to where? Here. Along there. Okay. Okay. Let's run with it. Let's run with it. We'll come back to that. Oh, supposed to turn that on. The thing is, the windrow is the same width as the mower, which is ever so slightly annoying, isn't it? I think the first upgrade we're going to need to get is going to be bigger equipment. Oh, so that field, wherever it is that we own, that extra bit, I just cut across here. So the extra piece of field over there that we now own, am I going to miss that? Just. I'll probably get that. Should we get that cut off screen, or would you want me to wait till the next episode and cut that? I may get both of those cut. Now we need a plough, aren't I? To plough out a boundary line for some fields. Now I'm not averse to taking out more of a loan. I've got no issue taking out loans, don't get me wrong. I'm just so tempted to place that cow barn so that I know that I've got it in. I've got it in place. I can't just feed silage, I need hay and stuff. Also want to get rid of those trees. I mean, the big tree, I might add some little trees to that and remove the tiny ones from this plot. I mean, the thing is, I leased Treks for the setup video. I could have removed the little trees then, but I didn't. I know. Oh, it's crazy. I knew that was going to do that. Darn and dag nabbit. There we go. I turned too sharply on that corner, didn't I? Too many little trees. I'm so tempted to place it. At least then we know we've got the cow barn for the beef cows. Thing is, we have to stick a fair few in there straight off the bat, aren't we? Beef cows don't... I mean, milkers, you can have an old milker, it's not the end of the world, but you can't have an old beef cow. 36 months for a beef cow, and then... yeah. And then that's that. They start losing value really quickly after that. I don't know. Oh, just a bit. There you go. Still missed a bit. Such a fool. We're also going to need some way of moving these bales. That's why we got the quickie hitch on the front here. I'm thinking last row, go get the baler, pick these ones up. I think I must have a front loader or something to pick up bales with. It's a trailer auto load Mack trucker or is it AT Studios? That I actually really like, so we'll probably use that. Right. Turn it off for a second. We'll drop that there. I'm gonna go get the baler. We can get that cleared. We can start placing some of those greenhouses. Right. Head back down. Ooh. Oh, I don't own that bit, do I? Ah, saving. I don't own. No, I don't. I own these three. Darn and dag nabbit. I'm so tempted along here or somewhere to place that barn. Just so I know that I've got it and we're good to go. Not sure that I'm going to have enough money though. I mean, it's not like pigs where you can just keep fattening them up, so is it? Darn and dag nabbit. Oh, slow down for the Ford. There we go. Right, grab the baler and I'll see you back at the yard. Right. Just travelling across the new field, which I'm now tempted to sell. Just I don't know. While we were down at the store, Sharon charged us another 500 quid, and she put 49 litres of silage additive in here. So I just bought this one, didn't I? And the river runs down here. I'm actually tempted to buy the one underneath and sell that one. This one here. Can I get over there without getting wet feet? Ah, look at that. because this area is flatter to a point, and over here is I've got more field space. You know what? Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. We're going to return that one, and we're going to buy this one. We need another bridge. We need another bridge. Let's jump back to the tractor. Let's put another bridge in. Another bridge. That's wide enough. I don't. We've got that huge. Do we choose to go for the big one? And the big one is future-proofed, isn't it? We can put what we like through. We can run what we like through there then. We've got these guys. I was going to keep those for more the thing. I dash that in there, and we've got to put some more dirt down just for the. Can I not get that? Dirt that side. Spin. Chuck some dirt this side. There we go. So we now have a bridge across to our second plot of land. Get that open. Let's start collecting some grass. The tractor is tiny compared to the beta. I can't remember the speed the beta is supposed to run at, but I can't see that this little fence is going to be able to cut the mustard, unfortunately. But I love this thing. Whoa, 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 whoa! Have I already loused it? Oh, I think I've already loused it. No, it's on 180. Oh, thank goodness for that. It makes 180 centimetre. Ready you go. Plunk. There you go. It makes 1.8 metre bales that are silaged. What is not to like? Oh yeah, and the pickup's pretty good actually. Might better just bale without the use of the windrower. I need to check the speed. I think it might be 10. It's at 15. Either way, we're running at 9. Not a lot I can do about that. It's as quick as it will let me go. Let's pop some lights on. So before this episode ends, I want to get that half picked up. Not sure why I started to come down here. Just have it. We'll get some greenhouses in and get those topped up. So it might be quite a long episode. I mean, I don't care how long they are. Once I'm playing, that's it, I'm hooked. So we could have 2-3 hour episodes. It really doesn't bother me. I'll tell you what does bother me, this darn cough. It looks a bit big on that tractor. Don't know. This is a 500, isn't it? The Fendt 500. I think the 800 might look a bit nicer. Maybe a 900 would be ideal. Let's get this row. Oh, up to 11. 10. We're going downhill. Why are we slowing down? Who knows? Like, we get this one, get that one. I've got enough space. I've got loads of space there now, haven't I? So we'll get these 2 rows, and then we'll dash some greenhouses in. Get those started up. Get those a whirring. Can I get all of that? Yeah, the pickup on this is pretty cool. For people like me that miss bits, this is pretty cool. Is that silage additive even going down? 49.50. 49.50. I'm not entirely sure if that additive's going down, you know. Or it doesn't use it very quick. Oh, it is going down. It is going down. Right, somebody has left a mower, a windrow in the way. Windrower in the way. Shall we do mushrooms or flowers? What's worth more? Where we go? Where we going? Flowers. 3402. Mushrooms are worth more. 465938. No brainer. We are going to go for mushrooms. So if we dash, should we dash from here? We'll go here. We'll go here. Not too close to the wet stuff. 15. That's extra 61. Oh crikey! I can see this going horribly wrong very, very quickly. Right, let's just place that and then delete it, and we'll level out an area here. I'll do my landscaping in advance, as it were, up to the bales. And then we'll smooth out around the edges. At least that way I got an idea of how much in the way of landscape this is going to cost me. At least it's done, kind of. And I'm not going to end up with a huge amount of terraformed. It's going to look horrendous. Because I hate that. Absolutely hate that. Where are they gone? Mushrooms. And then that was there somewhere. Did that go over that? Under that? I can't remember what it was. One. Two. Who said they have to be straight? It would have nice and straight, wouldn't it? 3. And that's going uphill. Right, we'll start with 3. Landscape painting. Should we just throw some dirt around for now? Or should we just leave it? Concrete blocks. Just make it look. Let's add some concrete blocks. There we go. Add some concrete blocks like that. That'll do for the time being. Won't it? And then what I want to do is I want to add these guys. One behind each of them. So that will go one there. One there. I know they're expensive. I want to go there. Painting. Where's my wet mud gone? I know, I said I'm just going to chuck it in, make it look pretty later, and then here I am chucking it in and making it look pretty now. Under there, where the tappy bit is. I'll do that one as well. So then now they should, I jump out of here, they should now all have 20,000 litres of water in. 60 in that one. 60 in that one, 60 in that one, 2, 4, 60. I'm going to sell these directly, I think. Direct selling these mushrooms. So, selling, activate, 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 selling, selling. So all three of those are on direct selling. Let's shut the door. They are owned by MilkThatHen. MilkThatHen is me! Because I set this up in multiplayer, the farm stays named, and my farm name was MilkThatHen. The other farm was No Man's Land Township, which has since been removed. So we have a pathway to the greenhouses. The greenhouses are not going to spawn anything, they're just going to sell it, which is pretty cool. So there we have it. Greenhouses are in. We've started to bale up for some silage. How are they looking? Do they ferment faster because it's a quick bale? No, 2%. Need to finish this field. And then we need to scoot across the bridge and I'll get that. 188992. I'm really not that fussed about taking out more of a loan. I really don't care. I mean, this is huge, this one. Oh, this one's got outside as well. Don't have enough money for this one. I mean, that round here, 300 of your milkers, 600 grand. Where's my beef cows gone? No. Is that what I wanted? No, where's the beef cow one gone? Who's borrowed it? Here. Land is not owned by me. But that area is. Oh no, look at that. It's sunk into the dirt. This looks like it had so much more potential, this area of land, doesn't it? Now look at it. It doesn't look big enough. You know what, let's dash that in there. Just there. Like, don't leave the menu. And then I'll get 140 of the 170, 40, 50, 60. I lost 30 grand. So it leveled the back and raised the front. Okay. So it looks like we're going to be looks like we're going to have to don't it? Looks like we're going to have to take out a loan on top of the 200 grand we already owe the bank. So let's bring this out like that. And then we'll bring this area out. Oh, like that. I think there's a door there. Yeah, I think we're going to take out another loan. Like that. We'll bring the front out. I'm probably going to have to max out our loan. I'm going to run out of money landscaping. Oh, turnips. Let's let's see how much money the bank will let me have. The poor bank. Let's take it up to 200 grand. Maybe that's 350 then. Where's it gone? This guy. And we'll pop that back on here, which was there-ish. Wasn't it there-ish? Right. Now I can see where the doors are. There's one there, there's a slurry point there. Is that for milk? So I might better put milkers in it, although it's a beef barn. I didn't even look, to be honest. Oh, I wanted that menu, you silliness. You want that one? I want that one. I want that one. That's what I want, that one. Bring that up there. Like that. And do the same on this side. Like that. You see, this is where all my money goes. I just can't help myself. Just can't help myself. It's going to be one of those series. I is going to be up to my eyebrows in debt for most of it. If you want to see one man up to his eyeballs in debt before he's even started, come watch Milk That Hen on No Man's Land. That's better. Will that grass that I've smushed because of the building, will that grow back? I really don't know. Oh, turnips. How can one man spend, you know, a couple of mil on landscaping, adding in a few ponds? I tell you how, because he doesn't know when to stop. The good thing with this painting on here, it's only a couple of quid. It's the landscaping itself that's costs a fortune. Need to put that bit of rock back in the ground. There we go. And the plants, they're going to cost me an absolute arm and a leg. Just want to run that back around the bottom. So it looks like the rocks actually meeting the grass, as opposed to you know, painted on like a texture. That bit all looks good. And this bit over here needs doing. Oh, don't forget that bit. There we go. So what are we up to now? About an hour and 15 at the minute. What's that? That's gravel, isn't it? Have I got that gravel? Is that one? Yeah, it is. I don't like that gravel. I prefer that gravel. Okay, that has got a bit of a doohickey there, isn't it? Where's my gravel gone? That one, was it? I'll just paint that in there for now. Up to the door. There we go. And then we'll do the same this side. If we can put milkers in here, even better, right? I hadn't planned on doing any of this in this episode, like none of it. Right, where's my tractor? I only got one tractor, I lost it. Such an idiot. So we have greenhouses. We have 2 plots of land, we have a baler, a windrower and a mower. We have a house, 2 bridges, and 350 grand in debt. We have a new cow barn, which is perched on Walton's Mountain. We do have a fair bit of grass we can cut, which is awesome. We're just going to need that. Ooh. I know this is designed for beef cattle, but why couldn't I put milkers in here? Food, milk, straw, slurry and manure. Is the manure just going to spawn in here and I've got to clean it up like some sort of muggins? Because that is pretty cool. Guessing that opens then, so I can get in. It does! So, would you say feed goes either side? Or just this side? Where does the feed go? Someone tell me where the feed goes. Need to flatten that out. That's a bit on the dangaroo side. That bump there, isn't it? Especially if I come around there with a feed mixer or something. I wonder if this grass will actually grow back, or whether I'm wasting my time waiting for it. Wow, there's a hole. Well, where are we? Where's that hole gone? Here. I don't think it's a hole, I think it's just not leveled very well. Where's it gone? Raise it up. It's still levelling, so I'm assuming this isn't level. I know the gravel's level. Well, so I don't actually know the gravel's level. I'm assuming the gravel is level based on the fact that it placed the cow barn. If it's going to place the cow barn, it's got to be some sort of level, right? Don't have any feed to feed said cattle, and I don't have any cattle to I've done a bump there, look. It's a bit wonky as it falls off the bottom of there. Oh, is what it is. Is what it is. You can't have it always, can you, eh? So round here, round here. I'm assuming that's slurry, and that must be milk. And then back down this side. We have our first cow barn. And we have 60 grand in the bank. Just double check. They've got lights in here. They're automatic lights. Is there a light switch? Help window? No, saving it. Wonder if I can change the name of this, because that's going to get confusing. That's on easy. That's what I want. No way of popping the lights on. There are lights in here, but they're not on at the moment. That's for the gate. I'm just looking at the help menu to see if it's going to pop up. And a switch there. That's to close the door. I mean, the lights on the outside, they've come on, haven't they? Yeah. Maybe the lights on the inside are on, or they're not on because there's no livestock in it. I don't know. So manure, slurry, straw, milk and feed all goes in the same building. I ain't got to worry about adding manure pits. I'll take that. Would like to know where the light switch is though, if there is one. Because there's clearly lights in the ceiling, that. Because I haven't found a light switch. That's not to say there isn't one, it's just that I haven't found it. I've got a habit of missing things. I would have assumed it would be by the door. That just says closed door. That says open, close, stop. I don't know. I really don't know. Pass. Well, that's a little bit scary, isn't it? So I'm guessing this is milk. Let's have a quick shifty at this. Can we... Yes! What should we call it that's not that? We should call that... Cattle Barn 1000. There we go. Yeah, it also appears on here now as Cattle Barn 1000, won't it? Oh, thank goodness for that. I might have to bring this end out just a bit more, so I've got a bit more of a swing on that side. I've got plenty of room this end. That looks pretty cool. remove that and that. There you go. Thumbnail. Ka-ching! Right, I'm going to leave it there, guys. As always, thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and comment. Each and every one of you, if you're still with me after an hour and a half, fair play. Please take care, and I shall see you all in my next adventure. Cheers, guys.